So Matchday 7 is complete, and it was some Matchday, I will say. There was a lot of absolutely crazy, and I mean crazy results, and certain teams managed to confirm qualification for the next stage, managed to get into the top 8. Certain teams have been knocked out, and some have confirmed playoff spots. So we'll discuss all of that in the video here. So I'll run through like my predict 6 because we did do Champions League predictions, and then we will go into depth a little bit about all the games. So if we have a look at my predictions, I actually did pretty decent this week. I thought I managed to get the Atleti result correct, bang on. I did say Barcelona will win versus Benfica, but I don't think anyone expected that result. Same with Liverpool, I was only 1 goal off there. I was quite a way off with Shakhtar Brest. I was right about PSG beating Lille, and I completely flopped with his final Munich one. But yeah, that was my predict 6 results. Anyways, let's go into the games and we'll talk a little bit about them. Of course, there's so many games here, I can't really go into detail on every one. I didn't watch every single game, but let's have a look. So, Leipzig 2, Sporting 1, goal from Benjamin Sesko, Yusuf Bolton and Victor Gyökeres. Finally, Leipzig pick up their first points of the Champions League this season. I mean, it was a very, very long time coming, but they eventually get it. I mean, they don't, like, they're already out, so this game really didn't mean much for them, but it'll be good at least, confidence booster for them, and relieve a little bit of pressure off Marco Rose, because in general, Leipzig have been on a really bad run recently, so nice in front of the fans to get a win. And I mean, yeah, they were definitely the better side of this one, had some really, really good chances. But Sporting really is the main issue here. I mean, Victor Gyökeres did manage to get a goal again, but Sporting are in some real danger here of not qualifying. They are in some real danger now. Now, they started off the Champions League so well under Amrin, but they have completely collapsed since he has gone. And now, with this loss, it's damaging, because we have a look at the table now. Wait, actually, I should probably go back. Table, there we go. Yeah, if we have a look at the table, Sporting are now in 23rd, just about in the top 24. Remember, from 24th to 9th, these guys will play in like a playoff round, like a round of 32, if you like, to get into the next round. If you don't get in the top 24, then you're out. So Sporting are only 2 points away from it, and I don't know. Let's have a look who their last game is. Okay, so their last game, to be fair, is at home versus Bologna, which is a definitely winnable game. But that is now a must-win. They have to, or at least must not lose. And yeah, you know, this is a real missed opportunity from Sporting. If they had just got at least a point here, they scored in the 75th minute to level it up. Completely threw it away just a couple minutes later. Very, very poor, but yeah, looks they're still in a position. It's still in their hands to qualify, but not ideal. Atlanta 5, Sturm 0. Goals from Rattay, Paslic, CDK, Lukman and Brashini. Yeah, Atalanta put on an absolute clinic in this one. Absolutely destroying me. Look at that. 5.34 XG. And they didn't even get a penalty. They absolutely battered Sturm Graz. Now, to be fair, Sturm Graz did have a couple chances for themselves, and I think they had a good one as well early on in the game, which would have made it 1-0 if it was taken. And I mean, if that goes in, who knows, maybe it changes the course of the game. But yeah, I mean, Atalanta, they recently lost to Napoli in Serie A, so maybe people were thinking it could have taken a little bit out of them, but what an absolute clinic they put on. Adamola Lookman on my day, was for the final goal. It was absolutely unreal the way he just sort of dribbled past pretty much the entire team and put it on a plate for the player. Yeah, 5 goals, nice and easy. I believe, that should be right. Atalanta. I need to stop doing this. I believe that should be Atalanta through. Okay, they're not through yet, but they are in the top 8 right now. It is very, very close. But of course, definitely in the top 24. But let's see who their last game is up against. Ooh, damn. Okay, so they have Barcelona away in their last game. So, I mean, look, they still have a chance, and Barcelona, as we'll get on to, are already qualified, so maybe they'll rest. But yeah, I mean that's tough. Atlanta got the job done here, so they keep up their hopes of a top 8 finish. Sturm, so I believe this result sees them knocked out. Yes, it does. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, don't think they were ever expecting to get anything from this game. So yeah. Monaco 1, Aston Villa 0. Goal from Wilfred Singo in the 8th minute. And Monaco beat Aston Villa in this one. It was fairly deserved. I mean, I thought it was quite an even game, to be honest. I think Villa had some pretty good chances for themselves. They had quite a few good chances, but just couldn't really put the ball in the back of the net. And I think overall, maybe a draw would have been a fair result. But Monaco, they got their goal early on through Singo. And from that point on, both teams had some chances, but Monaco held on, and this is a massive victory for Monaco, because that puts them in such a great spot of potentially getting into the top 8. They are only outside of the top 8 on goal difference now, and actually are level on points with Villa, who remain just above them. But now Monaco, well, let's see who their last game is against. Inter Milan away, so it's not great. But I mean, Inter Milan are pretty much through anyway, so maybe I'll take their foot off the gas. But either way, this result confirms them definitely in the top 24, which is great for them. Villa, though, this is a really big opportunity missed for them. If they had won this game, they would have been in the top 8 and pretty much confirmed in the top 8, but we lost. Look, Monaco are a pretty decent side. I think 2 teams very evenly matched, and going away is what it is. I mean, Villa are still in a great spot to potentially get in the top 8. Their final game in the Champions League is up against Celtic at home, which is a big game, but it's definitely a winnable game. So yeah, look, it's still in their hands, and they could get in that top 8. But they'll be disappointed that they didn't come away with anything in this game. Right, an absolute cracker of a game here. Atletico Madrid 2 by Leverkusen 1. 2 goals from Julian Alvarez and Piero Hincapié scoring. There was also 2 red cards, 1 for Hincapié and 1 for Barrios. This is an absolute banger. I mean, so much drama in this one. Atletico Madrid had come from 1 goal behind with 10 men to win. I mean, by Leverkusen, particularly in the first half, kind of battered. Atletico Madrid didn't really do too much. Leverkusen had plenty of chances, and I mean in general in the entire game, Leverkusen had plenty of chances. But Xabi Alonso was so frustrated because they didn't kill the game off. They didn't put those chances away, and then sort of allowed Atletico to get back in the game with. I mean, Hincapié turned villainy. He was the one to break the deadlock, and then gets a stupid second yellow card. And from that point on, yeah, the game's evened up with 10v10, and Julian Alvarez, though, I mean, in particular, his first goal was absolutely unreal. It was absolutely unreal. Go check it out if you haven't. And he was sensational. And then he gets the second in the 90th minute as well. Alvarez comes clutch for Atletico, and the Leverkusen definitely didn't deserve to lose that game, but it's a Champions League, and it's a sort of harsh reality of a Champions League. You have to be switched on for the entire 90 minutes, and 2 moments really in the game where they sort of just switched off, and 2 moments of brilliance from Alvarez was all that really mattered in the end. But yeah, what an amazing performance from Alvarez, and even Atletico weren't at their best. They did very well, and they come away with all 3 points, and this is a big result for both teams now, because Atletico, it puts them in a fantastic spot to qualify for the next round. They started off really shaky, but they've really picked up in the Champions League, and their last game, they are 2 points clear, so I believe all they need is just at least a point, and their last game as well is against Salzburg away, which we would fully expect them to win, so this result was absolutely huge for Atletico, and we'll most likely see them in the top 8. Leverkusen are currently in the top 8, but just on goal difference, so yeah, throwing away that lead was very poor, and their last game is, Sparta Prague at home, which again you would expect them to win, but if they had just got even a point, it would have been okay. So to throw away like that was pretty bad, but yeah, well done to Atletico. Right, an absolute banger, banger. 4-5 Benfica Barcelona. Honestly, this is crazy. 3 goals from Pavlidis, an own goal from Alaho, 2 goals from Lewandowski, 2 goals from Rafinha, and a goal from Eric Garcia. 9 goals. That is mad. Absolutely mad. 3 penalties in the game. This game was pretty funny because pretty much it was like both teams didn't want to win the game. Pretty much almost all the goals were just absolute comical, like individual errors from both teams. Like 3 penalties were stupidly given away in this game. An own goal from Ronaldo Alaho. One of the other Pavlidis' other goal, Szczesny literally 2-foots his own player Balde. He literally 2-foots him. Pavlidis has an open net. Rafinha's first goal, Trubin just tries to clear the ball and Rafinha heads it in from the clearance. Yeah, it was mad. It was absolutely comical. But as a neutral, it was so fun watching that. And what an amazing comeback from Barcelona. They were a goal down in the 86th minute. They were 2 goals down twice in this game, and they come back 86th minute, they make it 4-4, and then 96th minute, after Benfica almost score and appeal for a penalty, they lump it up there down the other end, and Rafinha with an unreal goal. Fantastic goal. He was unbelievable in this game. Clutch goal. And he gives them the win. Absolute scenes. Rafinha has just been in general so good in the Champions League this season. In the league as well. But he scored a hat-trick against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. He's now scored a brace here and a 96-minute winner. He scored against Borussia Dortmund as well. Rafinha has just been the guy in the Champions League so far. And this result, that goal, sends Barcelona into the top 8 and through to the next stage in very dramatic scenes. Despite Szczesny's best work at trying to sabotage, Szczesny is absolutely horrible. Inaki Pena needs to be starting. Szczesny should not be playing another game ever again. I can't lie for Barcelona. That guy is an absolute liability. But Barcelona, they've been absolutely amazing in the Champions League this season. Goals flying in everywhere and continued in this game. Benfica, that was pretty criminal to lose that game, considering you were 2 goals up twice in this game. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And Barcelona are through, but Benfica, that puts them in some real problem, a real problem of potentially being knocked out. And if they do, they'll be absolutely kicking themselves. They have Juve away as well, which is not an easy game, so yeah, not great, but a fantastic watch. Bologna to Borussia Dortmund 1, goals from Dillinger Jr. and Jurassi. So Bologna pull off a bit of a shock here, beating Borussia Dortmund, their first win in the Champions League this season, and a 4th straight loss in all competitions. competitions for Dortmund. I'm actually pretty happy about this. I did predict Bologna would beat Dortmund. I think I actually said 2-1 as well. And it was literally in 1 minute separating both goals, which is absolutely mad. From a kickoff, Borussia Dortmund absolutely rattled. Jurassi scored a penalty. He tried it was like a Benenga, which the keeper almost saved, but it just went in. And this result actually did see the Borussia Dortmund manager Nuri Sahin get the sack, I believe. There you go. And apparently Erik ten Hag is definitely in the lineup. Nico Kovac as well. I mean, just in general, I don't know why they even got Nuri Sahin in the first place. I think this is maybe his first ever managerial job. Edin Terzic, I'm sure there's probably like a falling out behind the scenes, but he did a fantastic job, I thought, with them and should have been kept. And yeah, Dortmund, this is a really bad loss. I mean, they're still in an okay position, right? But their chance of top 8, I mean, they still have it. They still do. Let's have a look at who their last game is against. I mean, the last game is against Shakhtar at home. So, as I said, they're in an okay position. They win that, and with their goal difference being +8, they probably might qualify. But yeah, it's not ideal. As for Bologna, though, absolutely unreal, and it does actually. Okay, no, they are knocked out of the competition still, but at least they managed to get a win. And it was absolutely scenes like Italiano was running down the wing in joy once that goal went in. So a nice one for their fans. Club Brugge 0, Juventus 0. Another classic Juve, absolute stinkfest. Boring old draw yet again. Yeah, I mean, this was pretty bad. It was not a good watch at all. Both teams really didn't do too much in this game. And I mean, in terms of his results, I don't know who it favours. I think probably Club Brugge, but I mean, Juve, they're on 12 points. They can still get top 8. They are only 1 point off, and their last game is at home against Benfica, which is a bit of a tough game. So yeah, look, it does. I mean, this point does see them confirm their spot in the top 24, but I mean, it was pretty uninspiring yet again from Juventus. Club Brugge, I mean, I think they'll probably take the point, to be honest. Again, this result does almost pretty much confirm they're on the verge of qualifying into the top 24, which is a pretty good achievement for Club Brugge, because they have, I don't think many people expected them to, and they've had some pretty difficult fixtures. Beating Villa, Sporting, pretty good. They've been unbeaten in their last 4 Champions League games. Their last game is against, let's have a look, Manchester City away as well. So that's actually a big game. That's a big game, because if Man City win that, and these guys will win as well, that might actually knock Club Brugge out and put Man City in. So that's going to be fireworks. Red Star 2, PSV Eindhoven 3. 2 goals from Luke de Jong, Flamingo, Ndai and Giga. And Flamingo also got sent off in this game. What is it with players scoring and then getting sent off? Ngapié did it, and now Flamingo did it as well. But PSV come up with a fantastic victory in this one. I mean, they almost did chuck it away due to that Flamingo one, and a 6-minute double from Red Star put a bit of doubt in them and made it a bit of a nervy end for them, but they managed to hold on in the end. But they kind of get battered towards the end of the game. In that second half, I mean, yeah, once they got down to 10 men, I mean, Red Star absolutely stuck it on them. Both of their goals, Luke de Jong grabbing a brace from corners as well. So it wasn't like a vintage performance by any means from PSV. They really did hold on in this and were very lucky in the end to get the victory, but it was a massive victory they needed to win it. And now the Bubs in almost pretty Next up, Liverpool 2, Lille 1, goals from Salah, Oviella and Jonathan David. Another red card in this one from Monty. Yeah, Liverpool make it 6 for 6 in the Champions League, confirm their top 8 finish, and I mean, yeah, pretty much also look very likely to top the Champions League group stage. Another fairly comfortable performance in this one as well. Yeah, Lille really didn't offer anything in this game, only one shot on target for total shots in general. Mo Salah managed to get another goal. He played really well in this game. He almost got a really nice goal as well, where he was put through, nice touch, hold off the defender, but couldn't get the finish. Yeah, Lille, to be fair, put in an absolute shift. I mean, they actually levelled it up in the 62nd minute despite being with 10 men, and yeah, there was sort of feeling like no way could they actually do it, but very quickly Elliott scored with the deflected goal, and yeah, Liverpool in the end get the victory. They rotated a little bit as well here with players like Bradley coming in and Jarrell Kwanzaa and McAllister on the bench, but yeah, honestly, I will be very happy about this. They managed to get the victory, and it's another win. So that's good for them. As for Lille, I mean, to be fair, they put in a pretty good shift considering they only have 10 men for a large portion of this game. Managed to level it up as well. They can be pretty happy with their performance. They still do have a decent chance of getting in the top 8. Only out of it on goal difference now. And their last game is against Feyenoord at home, which is a tough but winnable game. So Lille still do have a chance. Slovan Bratislava 1, Stuttgart 3, goals from Metasoko, 2 goals from Luling and Fabian Reeder with the other goal. Yes, Stuttgart with a very comfortable victory in this one, as you would expect. Slovan Bratislava, pretty much the whipping boys of the Champions League this season, and yeah, a very comfortable one. I mean, look at that, they absolutely dominated 10 big chances in this game. Absolutely crazy. Stuttgart missed a lot of chances in this one. It could have been a lot more, but yeah, very comfortable one for Stuttgart, and it's a good win for them because it keeps their chances alive of qualifying. They are just about now in the top 24, 2 points ahead of Manchester City in 25th. The last game is against PSG at home, which obviously is very tough, but it's not like it's beyond the realms of possibility they win that game. So, and all they need now is a point. So, yeah, well done to Stuttgart in this one. Definitely sets them up for a great position to qualify. Shakhtar 2, Brest 0, goals from Kevin and Sudakov. So, a little bit of a shock maybe here. I thought Brest were probably going to win this game. Brest have been pretty impressive in the Champions League this season, but Shakhtar did very well and were by far the better team in this one. Had plenty of chances, got a penalty as well, and yeah, they did absolutely fantastic. Well done, fair play to Shakhtar, and this is a huge win for them because it does keep them in contention to maybe get into the top 24. I mean, their goal difference though is a big problem, -6. I mean, that is crazy, but yeah, I mean, it does seem unlikely, but who knows, crazier things have happened. I mean, it's their last game against Dortmund away. Yeah, not looking good, but at least it does keep their hopes up, and we managed to get another victory. This is really damaging both for Brest, who were hoping to get into the top 8, and I mean, they still can, but it's looking unlikely. And their last game, yeah, this was a winnable game as well. I mean, their last game was against Real Madrid at home, which obviously is far from ideal. So, yeah, look, Brest still can qualify, and they're in the top 24, which is still a pretty good achievement considering, the quality of their team. But that was definitely a winnable game, and they were pretty poor. massive victory for AC Milan. I mean, to be fair, they had to ride their luck of points. Barcelona had their chances, but couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, and Milan held on, and that does put them actually in the top 8 now. They're in 6th spot, which is really impressive, by the way, because I mean, when you consider they've had their manager sacked this season, the fact they're 6th in Champions League with 5 wins from 7 is pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive, and they're 2 points clear. So the next Champions League game is actually against Dinamo Zagreb as well. I mean, it's away from home, but you would expect them to get at least a point, which should be enough to get in the top 8. And getting in the top 8, as I said, is pretty good achievement from Milan. So a big win there. Barcelona, though, they're knocked out, and they'll be very disappointed if they didn't come away with anything from this game, but they put in a pretty decent performance. Arsenal 3, Dinamo Zagreb 0, Declan Rice, Havertz and Odegaard with the goals. A very comfortable victory for Arsenal. I mean, Dinamo didn't even have a shot on target in this game. Arsenal scored within 2 minutes, and it was really comfortable for Arsenal in this game. They scored some nice goals. The Rice one actually in particular was really nice, like the cross in, the layoff from Havertz. It was very nice. And after Arsenal having a couple of hiccups, in that last game against Villa, good for them to get back on track. I thought Gabriel Martinelli as well in this game was pretty good. Overall a nice one. Good for them. That get a bit of confidence back in the side. Get some confidence in the attackers, Havertz, Odegaard, and again it puts them in a great position to qualify. It's not mathematically done, but you would assume with that plus 12 goal difference, this result does pretty much confirm Arsenal in the top 8 of the Champions League. So very well done to them. As for Dinamo Zagreb, who, by the way, I did not realise were managed by Fabio Cannavaro, but Dinamo Zagreb not good at all in this game. I mean, they still do have a chance of qualifying. I mean, no one was really expecting them to do anything in this game anyways, but they are 2 points away, and their final game is AC Milan, right? AC Milan. AC Milan. Which, I mean, they could get something from, but they must win that game now. They must win, otherwise they are out. So, I mean, with that -8 goal difference as well, it's not looking great. Celtic 1, Young Boys 0. Own goal from Benito. A red card for Maeda in this one, and means Celtic eventually find a way. They absolutely battered Young Boys in this one. I mean, look at that. They had plenty of chances in this game, but just couldn't find the back of the net. And it's kind of ironic. It's always a way, like, where you absolutely batter a team, you miss chance after chance, and then you finally get the goal, and it's like an own goal in the 86th minute, which broke the Young Boys' hearts. I mean, Young Boys, to be fair, had their chances. Kasper Schmeichel made an absolutely unreal double save in this game. But I mean, Young Boys don't really deserve much from this. Celtic were definitely the better side. They had a penalty as well, which was really poorly taken, but eventually found a way to get the job done. The Maeda red card as well. I mean, maybe it's a ready to kick out, but that guy should have also got sent off as well. It's definitely another second yellow from him, but Celtic got the win, and they had to win that game. And I mean, that does give them a chance of potentially getting in the top 8, but it does secure them in the top 24, which is, I think, all they'll care about. Their final game is Villa away as well, so they're in the top 24, which is pretty good, and Celtic overall have been pretty decent in the Champions League this season. Young Boys, though, it's 7 losses from 7. They would have been hoping to get some from this game. They were pretty close, but not looking good for them. Right. Maybe the biggest shock of the Champions League, Feyenoord 3, Bayern Munich 0. A brace from Santi Jimenez and Ueda scoring as well. Feyenoord absolutely smack up Bayern. I mean, they have one man to thank though. Justin Bilo. Wow, wow, wow. He was absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal in this game. He made some crazy saves. That one, particularly on Harry Kane, was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, Bayern Munich had plenty of chances. I mean, they had 30 shots, 9 big chances. But Justin Bilo was just an absolute wall in that goal. And he was not letting Bayern Munich score. And Feyenoord, when they got their chances, were absolutely ruthless, absolutely clinical, and put their chances away. We look at that, 3 big chances, and 3 of them went in the back of the net. 9 big chances for Bayern, and 9 missed. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And yeah, Bayern Munich on the counter-attack, you couldn't really cope with Feyenoord. Just absolute horror show in front of the goal. But yeah, Bilo did absolutely amazing. Santi Jimenez grabbing a brace as well, and just what a night. What a night for Feyenoord as a club, isn't it? I'm not really clued up on their European history, but surely this is one of their best and greatest European wins of the modern day, because beating a team like Bayern Munich 3-0 in your backyard is something, and that actually is a huge result, because it does give them a chance of getting in the top 8. Gives them a very good chance as well when you consider their last game as well is up against Lille away, which is going to be tough, but it's a winnable game. And if they win that, they could potentially get in the top 8. I mean, that would be crazy. That would be a crazy achievement for Feyenoord if they got in the top 8. So, well done to them. Bayern Munich though, wow. I mean, it's another damaging defeat in the Champions League for them. Lost to Villa, lost 3-0 to Barca, they've now lost 3-0 to Feyenoord as well, and I mean, look at that, 3 losses from 7 games in the Champions League. That is not good at all from company and the Bayern Munich. I mean, they have qualified, but the chances of top 8, they still can't kill it, but it's looking fairly slim. They need a lot of results to go in their favour. I mean, they have Bratislava, who you'd expect they'll absolutely batter, but yeah, this is not good. And yeah, Bayern, I'm not gonna lie, looking very unconvincing in terms of his Champions League. They're looking very, very unconvincing. And Vincent Kompany, I'm not sure about him yet. I mean, he's done really well in the league, but he's yet to prove that in these big games he can get results. When it comes to these smaller sides, he can beat them comfortably, but these big games against bigger sides, he's been on the end of some thumpings recently this season, and yeah, not good from Bayern, not good at all. Okay, let's go on to the main event. Why are you all here? PSG 4, Manchester City 2. Goals from Grealish, Haaland, Dembele, Barcola, Neves, and Ramos. Oh man. Another Manchester City collapse. And Manchester City are on the verge of getting knocked out of the Champions League in the league phase. 24 teams qualify, and Manchester City, going into the final game week, are 2 points off, and they're not in the top 24 teams. I mean, it is beautiful. Another 2-0 lead squandered. Another 2-goal lead squandered in this one. I mean, wow. It's beautiful. The first half was pretty bad. From both teams. It was not a great watch, to be honest, but the second half was absolutely unbelievable. 6 goals in there, and City got their 2 goals in quick succession. You're thinking, damn, PSG they're pretty much done, and then they completely throw it away within 7 minutes. It's 2-2. Oh man, you actually can't write this stuff. And then eventually get the winner. I mean, some of the PSG players were unreal. Joao Neves, wow, what a baller he is. Barcola, amazing. Desire Doe, great. Ousmane Dembele, I mean, wow, the way he's not making it Bologna's over, oh my days, he absolutely cooked him. Dembele, when he's on it, he can be unreal. Yeah, just absolutely unbelievable from PSG. Great comeback, and you can really feel sort of, especially once Barkley's goals came in, like, wow, the atmosphere was absolutely unbelievable. And you almost, it did feel inevitable. It did feel like, yeah, they were going to win this game. They were eventually going to win it. But Man City absolutely lost their heads. I mean, Edison, wow. Awful. Gvardiol, Bernardo. I mean, jeez. They were, after Man City scored their second goal, Manchester City just absolutely fumbled. And, I mean, how many leads are these guys going to throw away? Jeez. How many leads, honestly? I feel like Manchester City are worse. They're like at their lowest point when they are winning games. Like your best chance of beating Manchester City is probably just to let them just score an own goal, score a couple, go 2 goals down, and then they'll just let you back in the game. Oh man, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, if Manchester City don't qualify, oh boy, we are gonna have a fun review. We're gonna have a fun review if these guys fail to qualify. I mean, look at the dross. Look at that absolute dross who are not in the top 24. Do you know how bad a team you have to be to not get in the top 24? Manchester City are finished. They are finished. And Club Blue, we pray. The football link community pray. We will all will be Club Blue fans on that Matchday 8. We all will. We all will be supporting you guys, and I pray you get the job done. I pray you do. I mean, PSG, they definitely needed to win this game as well. Both teams need to win, and PSG, that win, I mean, they still can get knocked out. Who do they have again? They have Stuttgart away, and that is also a big game. It's because Stuttgart need to kill a result as well. But yeah, PSG, it's a big one, and that maybe we'll see them qualifying. But Manchester City, they're finished. They are absolutely finished. Real Madrid 5, Salzburg 1, 2 goals from Rodrigo, Vinicius, Mbappe, and Bidstrup. Yeah, Real Madrid absolutely smacked Salzburg in this one. It was not even close. A comfortable victory for them, and they scored some absolute bangers in this game. Like Vinicius Jr. scored 2 amazing goals. Rodrigo, clinical as ever. Mbappe scored his goal, which, I mean, just came from pressing the keeper. I mean, great pressing, but I don't know what on earth the keeper was doing in that one. And yeah, it was a sort of classic Real Madrid performance. They looked much more back to their best in this game. I mean, even though it's Salzburg, and Salzburg are a pretty bad side, you would expect Madrid to win, but they have sort of been fragile in a lot of games, so it'll be comforting to Madrid fans to see them get a win like that. And for their big players, Vinny, Bellingham, Mbappe, Rodrigo, to all step up and kill on that score sheet is very, very nice, and they need to get a win, and that does put them, I mean, they're not going to get into the top 8 most likely. I mean, there's still a chance, but they will need all of these guys really to drop points, so probably not getting in the top 8, but yeah, at least they're in the top 24. I mean, Salzburg, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Right, finally, Sparta Prague 0, Inter 1, goal from Lautaro Martinez. Inter Milan get the victory, and yeah, it keeps them in a pretty good chance to get into the top 8. It was not a vintage Inter Milan performance, a pretty dead game in general, but they managed to get the job done, and Lautaro coming up clutch with that goal for Inter, and it does leave them in 4th place, which most likely expect them to get into the top 8. They only need one more point at least to get in the top 8, and I believe their last game is a pretty easy one, isn't it? Let's have a look. It's not easy. Monaco at home is a little bit of a difficult one, but yeah, I mean, you expect them to at least get a point in that, so Inter should be into the top 8, whereas Sparta Prague, I mean, yeah, disappointing that result does see them knocked out of the competition. They, kind of unlucky not to get a point in this one. They could have potentially got that, which would have, I mean, not made a difference, but yeah, they needed to win this game to stay in the competition, but that was unlikely to happen anyways, but they gave a good account of themselves anyways. Right, so that is the Champions League review of Matchday 7. So just to wrap things up then, Liverpool and Barcelona are the only two teams mathematically confirmed into the top 8. Arsenal and Inter Milan are pretty much there. And then all of these guys, so Bologna, Sparta Prague, Leipzig, Red Star, Sturm, Graz, Salzburg, Bratislava and Young Boys are all out of the competition. Man City, Dinamo and Shakhtar still have chances of qualifying, but need results to go in their favour to qualify. So should be a great Matchday 8 when that comes around, but let me know your thoughts on Matchday 7.